Hi, welcome to week 2 of Intro to Mass Communications. I hope your first week went well and that you were able to navigate Blackboard and have found your way around using Launchpad and that you were successful in doing your first learning curves exercise. This week we will be discussing the power of the print, and this focuses primarily on books and looking at the history of books and the printing industry. But this week, also very important, you will be writing your first reviews. And so I just want to take a moment to explain what expectations are in terms of writing the reviews. Last week, you should have written your first view, your viewpoint based on the readings, the tutorials, and the exploration steps. Then this week, I would like you to go back and take a look at 4 other students' views and leave them a post. Now, in terms of ground rules, let's be respectful. I'd like you to use complete sentences. These posts do not have to be long, but I would like them to be at least 50 words. But what I'm looking for is that you offer some support, maybe in terms of I agree, or if you do not agree, why you don't agree. Are there parts of the viewpoint that you can relate to? And what interested you about the post? Was it how it was written, particular ideas that were expressed? Feel free to add other examples or share experiences from your own life. So the expectation is we will be doing these each week, that you will go back and you will read 4 other students' viewpoints and leave them a response on discussion board. In addition, I'd like you to visit the student bios, take a look. I'd like you to read everybody's bio, but you must leave responses to at least 4 other students. And again, these are short, but should be at least 50 words, and it may be you found something that you have in common, or you find a story they've shared interesting. And make sure that you do these assignments by Wednesday at 11:55 p.m. So remember, each week you will have 3 different deadlines. You'll have your Wednesday night deadlines, and these will typically be the reviews. And then Friday night will be learning curve, and you may have additional assignments. And Sunday night will primarily be the deadlines for your writing assignments. So what are we looking for this week in terms of takeaways and major points in terms of books and the power of the print? And as you're going through the different steps, remember you will have 6 steps beginning with the review, and then you will be moving into the tutorials, the exploration, tests, and writing. I'd like you to think about the printing press and why that was important and why it was a revolutionary invention. And so the role that it has played in terms of politics and society, and you're going to hear a lot about class and education and the role that has played in newspapers and sharing information. I'd also like you to think about publishing houses and how they developed and how they've changed over time. And what are some of the main ways in which digital technology has changed publishing? So there's a great amount of information there, and things, as you know, with technology are changing quickly. And so even thinking about today and how you get news or how you read books or magazine articles, think about the technology you use and how that has maybe made the print industry more challenged and less successful, or you could argue in your viewpoint, has it helped in terms of sharing information? When we think about publishing, what are some of the main sources of revenue? And this becomes very important, especially as we're talking today about corporations and corporate ownership of the media. But that's not really a new concept, as you'll learn. And so think about sources of revenue, the role that advertising has played. And then finally, how do books play a vital role in society? How does print play a vital role in society? Why is it important? Why has it been important throughout history? And why has the media, for example, been included in the First Amendment as having some great powers and relating to free speech? And so we'll be thinking about over time why some books have been banned. And that's a very controversial topic that comes across occasionally in history. And I think you'll find this very fascinating, whether you are a consumer of books or not. It's important to know sort of where we've come from. And so I think this week our discussion of the power of the print is really interesting, and it's really going to set the stage for our discussions moving forward. So I wish you luck in week 2. And if you have any questions, remember you have several options. You can go to discussion board and post in the forum for questions for Module 1. Remember to be checking that and feel free to chime in and answer questions for your classmates. I also will be checking in and happy to answer questions. If you have something that is of more personal in nature, or you're not comfortable posting onto discussion board, please feel free to email me directly. And again, I'm happy to help. So have a great week.